Om Sairam, Shri Sai Stavan Manjari, a humble tribute of praise to Shri Sainath. I bow down to Shri Ganesh. Ho Mayureshwara, you are the one on whom we depend. Ho, Son of Gaudi, the all-knowing. Oh, you inconvincible one, you with an immeasurable belly, protect me, O Shri Ganapati. You are the first and foremost of all the Ganas and of all the deities. Therefore, you are called Ganesh. You are acknowledged by all the Shastras. You of sacred countenance, Ho Balachandra. Ho Sharada, goddesses of speech, you are the mistress of the realm of words. Because of your existence, all worldly transactions are carried on. You are the deity revered by all authors. You are eternally the pride of this nation. Your infinite power prevails everywhere. I bow to you, Jagadambe. You are the Supreme Spirit and beloved of the saints. Incarnation in human form of Pandari Raya. You are the ocean of kindness and infinite compassion. O Panduranga Narahari. You who control the world like a puppeteer with the strings, you are omnipresent. All the signs and sacred books are still delving to plumb the essence of your nature. Those who are pedagogious, to them you are not revealed. Ho Chakrapani, all those foolish people only indulge in jugglery of words. Only the saints understand you, others remain baffled. To you, my obeisance, respectful and with my whole body prostrate in veneration before you. Ho you five-headed Shankara, ho you wearer of garland of skulls, ho you blue-throated Digambara, ho you Brahmarupa Pashupati, one who recites your name all the time, his worldly adversities are immediately dissolved, such as, O Durjati, the power of your name. With obeisance at your feet, I am writing this paean of praise. Help me always to complete this mission. Ho you Nilakanta, the blue-throated one. Now, let me bow to the son of Atri, Dattatreya, to the family deity of Indra, Vishnu, to Tukaram and all other saints, so also to all the devotees. Hail, hail to you, Sainath, Redeemer of sinners and merciful one. I lay my head down at your feet. Now give me your protection. You are the whole world, the adobe of bliss. You yourself are Vishnu, the paragon among men, one whose wife is Uma. You are also that enemy of Cupid. You are God in human form. You are the sun in the sky of knowledge. You are the ocean of kindness. You are the antidote of worldly maladies. You are the Chintamani of the poor and the downtrodden. You are the divine purifier, Ganges river, for your devotees. You are a raft for those drowning in worldliness. You are the refuge of the timid. You are the very cause of this creation, that which is pure Chaitanya. You are that whole very treasure of compassion. The universe is only one of your Leelas. You are not born. Death also does not affect you. This is the final conclusion, which one arrives at after a thoughtful search. Birth and death, these concepts are born of ignorance. From both you are free. Oh, Lord of course. If water appears as a spring, does it imply that its source is there? It existed already, full and flush, merely sprang upon from within the earth. Water that springs up in a hollow is therefore so described or named. A spring becomes its proper name. Without the water, it is only a hollow. To spring up and to dry up and disappear, this is not the nature of water, because the water of the spring has no importance for the hollow it fills. It is only the hollow that is mistakenly proud of itself, rather than the water that filled it. Therefore, when the water dries up, the hollow becomes impoverished. The human body is really like the hollow waterbed. The spirit is like the pure clean water of the spring. Although there are innumerable such hollows, the essence is the same in everyone. Therefore, you who are without a beginning, I say to you, merciful one, to destroy the mountain of ignorance, please become the thunderbolt of Indra. Until now, such hollows have existed in large numbers on this earth. Many more exist even now. And in the future, as time goes by, many more will come. Each such hollow is given a separate and different name and appearance. That is how in this world they are identified. Therefore, to distinguish that spirit in terms of you and me is not proper, because as there is no duality, that itself is most surely the spirit. And since the spirit truly encompasses the whole world, then the you and me, the duality concept, how can it possibly be entertained? Water latent in the clouds is all the same, but when it descends upon the earth, it assumes different forms. That which falls in the Godavari bed is known as the sacred river Godavari. That which falls into a well does not have the same worldliness or prestige. Saints are like river Godavari, and you are the water in it. We are the puddles, wells, and the lakes. That is the difference between us. For the fulfillment of our lives, we must surrender to you, always with folded hands, because you are the embodiment of piety. It is due to its water bed that the water of Godavari have become holy, considered merely as water. It's the same everywhere. The bed of Godavari that is considered as truly sacred owes all the sanctity to the quality of the land through which it flows. The water latent in the clouds does not alter that part of the earth on which it falls. Yet, that very part of the earth is called Godavari by the scholars of the sacred books. Where the water has fallen elsewhere, it has acquired the qualities of the soil of those places. Contaminated, bitter, salty it becomes, though originally sweet. Same is the case with you, O Guru Raya, in whom there is no impurity of 6 vices. To that holy form, this title saint is befitting. Therefore, saints are Godavari, so full of grace. Amongst all the beings, your place is the highest. From the beginning of the creation, Godavari has been in existence. It is full of water and it has never lacked it till today. Look, the enemy of Ravan came to the banks of Godavari, but its water was flowed. And the water at present is not the same as old water. The bed alone remains the same. The water have flowed into the ocean. The sanctity is eternal of the riverbed to this day. Each year, the old water go and the new flow into the riverbed. It's the law, as you know. A century is like a year. The sages of that century are like the flowing waters, while the great souls are like the waves on the water. Of these saints, who are like Godai in the earliest century, they are a great flood of Sanat, Sanak, Sanandan, followed by Narada, Tamar, Dhruva, Prahalad, powerful King Bali, Shabari, Angad, Vayukumara, Vidur, Gopi, and Gopika. Thus, many came the present time in each of the centuries in the past. The floods came repeatedly, which I am unable to recount. In this present century, the sacred Godavari has for certain flooded this land. In your form, O Sainath. Therefore, at your divine feet, I make obeisance. Maharaj, of my faults, take no notice, I plead. I am poor, wretched, ignorant man, the greatest of sinners, ridden with vices. But do not cast me off. The inherent effects of iron are ignored by Parisa. The small streams of the village Lindi and Ohol are not rejected by Godavari. I am full of vices within. By your merciful glance, do quickly destroy them. This only is the plea of Das. If after coming in contact with Parisa, if the iron's inherent defects do not change, Guruvara, then it is to the discredit of the Parisa. Don't let me be a sinner. Don't belittle yourself. Look, you are Parisa. I am the iron. My discharge is your concern too. A child always commits mistake, but a mother does not scold. Remembering this, grant me your grace. O Sadguru Sainath, you are my Kalpataru. You are the means for crossing this worldly ocean. You alone are so undoubtedly. You are Kamadhenu, you are Chintamani, you are the sun in the sky of knowledge, you are the great mine of virtues. Oh, you are the ladder to heaven. O pious purest one, O embodiment of peace and bliss, O the Supreme Self, O the non-dual one, the ocean of knowledge, O incarnation of the Supreme Wisdom, the best among men, O adobe of forgiveness and peace, O refuge of devotees, bless me, bless me. You are the Sadguru Machindar, you are the Mahatma Jalandhar, you are Nivratinath, Dhyaneshwar, Kabir, Sheikh Muhammad, Ekanath, you are. You are Bodla, you are Savatmali, you are truly Ramdas, you are Tukaram Sainath. You are Sakka, you are Manik Prabhu. Your present manifestation and your manifold nature are really difficult to understand. The knowledge about your caste and creed you do not reveal to anybody. Some say you are Muslim, some say you are a Brahmin. Thus, like Krishna, you are instructable. Having observed Shri Krishna, different people called him by various names. Some called him Yadubhushan, some called him Kauhad. Yashoda called him a darling, Kansa called him the great evil. Uddhav called him beloved. Arjun called him omniscient. Thus, O Guruvara, to you, according to each person's conclusion based on his mental attitude, names are given by them. The masjid being your dwelling and your ears not being pierced, nothing you're offering the Fatiha to call you a Muslim is logical. Similarly, considering the worship of fire as done by you, Lord of Mercy, my own conclusion is that you are a Hindu. But these superficial differences would interest only pedagogists. But for those devotees desirous of knowledge, they are of no consequence. You are Brahma itself. Caste and creed have no relevance to you. You are the Guru Supreme. You are the creator of this world. There was Hindu-Muslim rivalry. Therefore, to bring about unity and amity, the masjid and the fire worship were embraced by you, to show your leelas to the devotees. You are beyond caste and creed. You are Brahman, the essence of truth. You are that verily. You are beyond human conception. Giving free rein to summarizes and conjectures, arguments have flourished about you. There, my insignificant words, how will they prevail? But when I behold you, I cannot remain silent, because for encomium words are normally the only means. Therefore, by means of words, whatever description is possible, that I will always prefer, with your grace. Saints I reckon higher than gods. For distinctions such as mine and thine find not a place in their proximity. Hiranyakashipu and Ravan were killed because of their hatred of God. Such a deed has never been done by saints. Gopi Chand in the heap of garbage buried Jalandhar. But that sage had no rancor for that act. On the contrary, the king was delivered from the material world and was immortalized. Such is the prowess of the saint, it is indescribable. Saints are the sun, their grace is illuminating. Saints are as pleasing as the moon, their benignance is as gentle as moonlight. Saints are the soothing musk, their blessings are like its fragrance. Saints are the juicy sugarcane, their blessings are like its sweetness. Saints towards the good and the bad are the same, definitely. On the contrary, their love for the sinners is immeasurable. In the water of Godavari, only the soiled cloths come to be cleansed. The clean ones in a trunk remain far from the Godavari bank. Even that which remained in the trunk came once to be cleansed thoroughly on the Godavari banks. The trunk is the eternal adobe, you are the Godavari, unshakable, faith is the ghat, all beings are the garments full of impurities comprising 6 vices. The darshan of your feet is like a bath in the Godavari. Wash away my sins, O Samartha, and purify me. We worldly people gather layers of impurities again and again. Therefore, we are the right people for the darshan of saints. In the abundant water of Godavari comes the wash to be cleansed at the ghats. If it is really left unattended, then it is a discredit to Godavari. You are the cool, shady tree with abundant foliage. We are the travelers really, suffering from the scorching sun rays of the threefold calamities of life. From that blazing heat, O compassionate one, protect us. O Guru Raya, the being grace of your cool shade is extraordinary. Sitting under a tree, if one feels the heat of the sun, then who will call that tree the shade-giving tree? Look, without your grace, nothing in the world can be right. Sheshasai befriended Arjuna to uphold the right. Due to the kindness of Sugriv, Bibhishana came in contact with King Ram. It is due to the saints that Sri Hari is thus glorified. Brahman being formless, Vedas cannot describe it, be endowing it with forms. The saints have reduced the importance of the formless. Vaikuntadipati, husband of Rukmini, was made a mahar by Damaji. To pick up corpses of buffaloes, Chakkamela made Jagatatma slog. Knowing the prowess of saints, Jagajivan labored by carrying water. Saints have truly lorded over God Himself, who is eternal truth, knowledge, bliss. There is no need to speak more. You are our mother and our father, O Sadguru Sainath, dweller of Shirdi village.
Baba, your Leelas no one can truly comprehend. Then, my plebeian speech, how can it do justice, tell me? To save the sinners, you came to Shirdi. Pouring water into earthen lamps, you made them burn. The wooden plank of absurdly small measures you turned into your bed, truly thereby displaying to the devotees your amazing yogic powers. The barrenness of many women you have completely dispelled. The diseases of many you have cured with the Udi. To ward off worldly difficulties is not impossible for you. The weight of an ant does the elephant consider as a burden? So be it, Guru Raya, have mercy on the humble one. I surrender at your feet, do not turn me away. You are the King of Kings. You are richer than Kubera himself. You are the heater per excellence. No one is superior to you. For the worship of other deities, the ritual is as prescribed. But for your worship, there is nothing worthy of you. Look, in the realm of the sun, the festival of Diwali has come. But to celebrate it, what shall be the means? To quench the ocean's thirst, adequate water cannot be found on earth. To warm the fire, from where will the heat be found? All articles needed for the worship are filled with your essence. From the beginning, they are part of you. Ho Shri Samartha Guru Raya. All my talk is philosophical statement, for I have not experienced its truth. I have spoken without experience, a meaningless maze of words. If ritualistic worship of you is to be performed by me, to do that I have no wherewithals. My Samartha Guru Raya, mostly with the help of my imagination only will I worship you. That worship itself, O compassionate one, do accept from the slave. Now with my tears I bathe your feet. The sandalwood of true devotion I make into paste and apply. The long tunic kafni of these ornamental words I place on you. Sincerely, this garland of adoration I place round your neck. The incense of vileness I burn before you. Truly, though it is of impure composition, even then there will be no foul odor from it. Elsewhere than before the Sadguru, if an incense is burned, what happens to that incense is like this. When the incense is put on the fire, the moment it actually touches it, the fragrance from the incense leaves it instantly. Before you, it's contrary. The impurities burn away in the fire, the good remains forever for the world to see. Once the violence of the mind is burnt away, the mind will become purer. Once the Ganga's impurity is gone, then it is holy naturally. The light of the temptation I kindle most truly, from which may the lustre of asceticism be granted to me, O Guru Raya. The throne of pure faith I offer you as a seat. On receiving it, accept my offering, Naivedya of devotion. You partake the offerings of devotion, give me the essence, because I am your child, I have a claim on your milk. My mind is my monetary offering, Dakshina, that I offer to you. Therefore, the credit or discredit of any action will no longer be mine. Now, most humbly and devotedly, I do obeisance to you. Please accept it, O Divine Sainath. Eightfold Prayer. Possessing peaceful mind and wisdom supreme, Sainath, the compassionate, you are ocean of kindness, truth incarnate, and destroyer of the darkness of ignorance. The sage beyond caste and creed you are. Beyond comprehension, compassion incarnate, protect me. Protect me, O Sainath of Shirdi. You are the son of divine knowledge, the bestower of choicest blessing. O fabled Hamsa of the mind of the devotees, protector you are of those who surrender to you. You are Brahmadev, creator of the world. You are the sustainer of the world, Vishnu. The destroyer of the three worlds, you are that very Rudra. There is no place on this earth where you are not. Omniscient, O you Sainath, you dwell in all our hearts. Forgive us all our sins, I implore you. And those waves of doubts and delusion repel instantly. You are cow, I the calf. You are moon, I the stone melted by its light. At your feet, which are like the Ganges, respectfully the slave thus bows down. Place on my head your hand and bless me, O Lord. War off my sorrows and worry, for this Ganu is your servant. With this eightfold prayer, I prostrate myself before. My sins, sufferings, and poverty ward off immediately. You are the cow and I the calf. You are the mother and I am the child. Do not harbor any harsh feelings towards me. You are the sandalwood of Malayagiri, I am a thorny shrub. You are the life-giving waters of Godavari, I, the greatest of sinners. If after having your darshan, the impurities of my wicked mind remain unchanged, Guru Raya, who will then call you the sandalwood? The proximity of musk kasturi makes even the dust more valuable. The fragrance of the flower is transmitted to the thread which ties the garlands. This is the way of the great. Whoever they come in touch with, to him they impart a part of their greatness. Sacred ashes join cloth and the bull. Shiva made symbolical parts of himself. Therefore, these objects are praised in all quarters. For the amusement of the cowards, at Vrindavan, on the banks of the Yamuna, the Lord of the world played Dahi Kala. That too has earned recognition from wise men. Similarly, I am a sinner, but I am under your protection. Will you not redeem me, O Guru Raya, from my sinful state? Worldly or spiritual, in whatever objects I seek satisfaction, I have no doubt, O Guru Raya, that you will grant me this. With your grace, control my mind. If the oceans are sweetened, there is no fear of being salty. To make the ocean sweet, truly you have the powers. Therefore, this supplication of Das Ganu, please concede. Whatever be my shortcomings, they are all yours. You are the foremost among the spiritual masters. So do not stint while giving. Now, why should I speak more? You are my only refuge. The child held in mother's arms is naturally without fear. So be it. This hymn of praise, whoever read with love, their desires fulfill, O Lord. Your blessings for this hymn I entreat. May the difficulties of he who recites this sincerely be warded off within a year. After performing all ablution, should this hymn be recited regularly, with a pure and sincere feeling in your heart. If this be not possible, then every Thursday, meditating on the Sadguru in your mind, this hymn should be recited. If even this not be possible, then on every Ekadashi, this hymn should be read to realize the beneficial effect. One who recites this with faith will ultimately progress spiritually by the grace of Guru, who will satiate the material desires readily and thereby deliver him from their bondage. With repeated recitation of this hymn, dull wits will be sharpened, and if perchance someone's life is short, then by recitation he will live up to 100 years. Where wealth is wanting, Kuber, the Lord of wealth, himself will come to stay. Ho, reading this hymn, this is the truth, and so it shall be. To childless children will be born. On reciting this hymn and the alignments of one who recites this hymn will be dispelled in all directions. Fear and worry will disappear. Prestige will increase. He will realize the imperishable Brahman with the regular recitation of this hymn. Regarding this hymn, ho, wise ones, have faith in your hearts about the efficiency of this hymn and give no place to doubts and misconceptions. Go on pilgrimage to Shirdi. Concentrate on the lotus feet of Baba, who is the succor of the poor and the meek, the wish-fulfilling tree of the devotees. It was because of the inspiration received from him that this hymn has been composed. How else an insignificant, ignorant one like me have written it? In Chake 1840, in the bright half of Bhadrapad month, on Ganesh Chaturthi day, Monday, in the second Prahar, this humble tribute of praise of Shri Sainath was completed at Maheshwara by the sacred bank of the Narmada, near Shri Ahilya Devi's Samadhi. At Maheshwara, the famous Tirtha, the hymn was completed. Shri Sainath made me utter every word by becoming part of my mind. The disciple Damodar became the scribe truly. I, Das Ganu, am only an obedient servant of all the saints and sages. Peace be with you. May this humble tribute of praise to Shri Sainath help you cross the worldly ocean. This is the prayer with faith and respect of Das Ganu to Shri Panduranga. Let this be offered to Shri Harihara. Bless us, O Lord, Pundalika Varada, fulfiller of wishes. Hari Vittal, I recall Sita Kanta. Hail, hail Ram, Parvati Pate, Har Har Mahadeva. Hail to Shri Sadguru Sainath Maharaj. Shri Sadguru Sainath, I offer this to you. Bless us, O Lord. Om Shri Sainathaya Namaha.